Now, there's always something going on in the royal household, and this week's being no different. And every Saturday, I like to give you a rundown, and who better to do so than royal biographer Angela Levin. Angela,
hello.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Right, what have we got today?
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is Harry, which is always pleasing for you. Harry and Meghan like gathering awards, right? But there's a big trouble with his latest one. This one is to honour Pat Tillman, an American football hero who earned about £3 million a year and gave it all up to fight after 9/11.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he died in 2014. And this...
So he was killed in Afghanistan?
Yes, he was... No, yes, but by a friendly... killer, so it wasn't... And a spy gives out annual awards for excellence in sports and decided that they would give the award to Harry for his work with Invictus Games. Now, his mother Mary, Tillam's mother Mary, is absolutely furious and she just doesn't want him to do it. And she says, just one sentence, why would they select such a controversial and divisive individual to receive the award? She's very annoyed about it. She doesn't want him to do it. And there's now about 600,000 people who are signing a thing saying he shouldn't do it.
So he shouldn't pick up that award, yeah? Yes.
Now, if he was a real gentleman, I think he would give it back. But they actually, he and Meghan love these awards. One of them was for Ripple of Hope, Kerry, daughter of Robert Kennedy, for dealing with human rights, promoting racial equality, and this was really for racism in the royal family.
I remember it, yes.
Yet there isn't any racism in the royal family.
And that was according to Harry when he spoke to Tom Bradbury,
Yes, and but he hasn't given that back. He's held it. And the one after that was Living Legend of Aviation, where he was a helicopter gunman, an assistant pilot, really, and not a real pilot, and several people high up in the military say this is not right. He shouldn't
was
get
it Sylvester Stallone that gave him the award as well? Or was it the other one?
No, I don't think so.
Sylvester Stallone.
But anyway, that's what he goes for, and I think it would be difficult to take away from him, which is... it'll be very difficult, actually. The mother's absolutely determined, and I think she's got a right. They didn't mention it to her, which was very rude, I think.
Yeah.
But moving on to Meghan, apparently, this is very recent, she's still genuinely hurt by how she was treated by the royal families. This is 4 years on. Hang on. And she wants to now at last sit down and talk through things. We know that means she wants the royal family, King Charles and everyone else, to make an apology. But they don't. The person who should apologise is really her, but they don't want that. And she's also trying to get Beatrice and Eugenie, who's on top of her list, to get people to help her sell her jams. And she's really hoping that King Charles might take one too. Now, I think that's a try.
How do we know that? How do we know that?
Well, it comes from quite a good source. But actually, that would be her excuse to go there, that she wanted to make sure everything was nice. But it's also a way of selling her products.
But maybe Meghan is actually beginning to think, OK, we need to try and, bridge some upset and try and... I'd like to see them all reunite and all be nice to each other.
No, I think that's because they're getting so unpopular that they need the royals to sort of boost them up, because people aren't interested in them anymore. And I think that's the difficulty there.